I mean, it can be. It's such a welcoming city, Glasgow.
It's a great city. It's a city of culture. It's a city of football. It's fantastic. It really is. And Celtic and Rangers is just it's a phenomenal experience. It is the very first time that I in charge of a game where we actually won 6-2. Second time in charge of a game where we got absolutely hammered at Ibrox 5-1 in November time. So they really put it to us that day. So that was when you find out plenty about yourself and plenty about your team.
And our own Barry Ferguson, who, as you know, is on the show, and I've heard you banter with him, and he always, some Celtic fans will talk about the 6-2, and he always comes back with the 5-1 as well. John Hartson is with us as well, not today obviously. He's with Wales in Qatar, but the big man joins us every week, and we'll maybe get the odd story. So John is on, and
of course, Barry got sent off in the last minute or two of that game, the 6-2 game, didn't he? You know,
did you have to remind them of it?
No. But anyway, I have to say this, and I'm glad he's not here today, but he was a really good player. Really good player. He was, I felt, and I may have said this before, but he was to Rangers when I felt that Neil Lennon was to Celtic, in the sense, you know, driving teams on all the time, you know, knowing exactly what these games were all about. And for one so young, you know, for him to be captain of the team at so young, you know, you've got big Amoruso who's about 7'10", and looking down and saying, "Barry, what do we do?" You know, you know, things like this. That's a slight exaggeration.
But it's a great point. He had the De Boers there, didn't he? Arthur
Absolutely.
Newman.
I think you look
so
back
many
at
brilliant
both teams from that spell, and
honestly,
proper
absolutely. Michael
proper
Moles
games.
and people like this here, they're fantastic players. You know, they're one of the best goalkeepers in Europe at the time as well, too. You know,
Stephen Kloss.
Absolutely,
for sure.
I think, I don't, unless I'm mistaken, but when you were manager Aston Villa, there was possibly the chance of getting Barry when he had the trouble at Rangers, and you would have taken him in a heartbeat.
I would have taken him.